Foreigners don't pay tax, so they shouldn't use our public hospitals.
Foreigners pay tax too. Every time we buy something, we pay VAT.
Foreigners are paying tax, guys. Do you know the tax called VAT? Value added tax. When you buy anything, there's VAT in that slip. You must check your slip. A value added tax. Foreigners, they eat, and whatever they buy to eat, the clothes they wear, they pay tax.
Foreigners don't pay tax, so they shouldn't use our public hospitals. That lie gets repeated often, and some of you actually believe it. But this is just lazy propaganda. Foreigners do pay tax every single day. Every time a foreigner buys food or clothes, they are paying tax. It's called VAT. But when you tell xenophobes about this, they suddenly say, oh, but VAT doesn't count. If VAT doesn't count, then we should refund foreign nationals all the money they pay towards VAT. After showing that foreigners do indeed pay tax, they move the goalpost. But foreigners don't pay income tax. You know who else doesn't pay income tax? 8 million unemployed South Africans. Should they be denied public healthcare too? Be honest, this was never about tax. This is about finding any excuse to justify cruelty against poor, undocumented black people. That's all it is. Then comes their next excuse. But other countries put their own citizens first. If those countries are so great at looking after their own people, why are those same people risking their lives to come to South Africa? Why aren't they staying in those perfect countries that prioritize their own citizens? So now you want South Africa to become like the countries people are running away from. You want us to copy their failed system. You're not thinking straight. Our constitution doesn't pick favorites. It protects everyone who lives here. Section 27 says everyone has the right to access healthcare, not just citizens. Human dignity and equality are non-negotiable rights. You can't rewrite the constitution to punish a certain group of people you don't like. You don't get to strip people of their dignity because they don't have a dumb pass. And no judge is ever going to entertain that nonsense. Denying public services to foreign nationals doesn't protect South Africans. You're just punching down at someone who is weaker than you, someone who is already struggling. And instead of holding the powerful accountable, you'd rather fight the powerless. And we all know who holds the power in this country. You are never going to convince me that poor black foreigners are the real problem when white people still own 70% of our land. Foreign nationals didn't break our healthcare system. It was corruption and incompetence. You're angry at the wrong people.
Foreigners pay tax too. Every time we buy something, we pay VAT, value added tax. And that money goes into the economy, just like everyone else. So yes, foreigners are also contributing to the growth of South Africa. We pay rent, we shop, we run businesses and even create jobs, but still, some South Africans act like foreigners add no value. Let's be clear, we are not here to take. We are also helping to build, whether you see it or not. Bye.
Hey man, I'm not sure about this guy here. I don't know whether people are illiterate or what. Foreigners are paying tax, guys. Do you know the tax called VAT? Value added tax. When you buy anything, there's VAT in that slip. You must check your slip. A value added tax. Foreigners, they eat, and whatever they buy to eat, the clothes they wear, they pay tax. It's called value added tax, VAT. It's 15% for whatever you purchase. That's tax number one that foreigners are paying. Now, the second tax that foreigners are paying is the tax for employment. These people, they deliver food to your doorstep through Uber or Mr. D. And they do Uber drive, they drive Ubers as well. You know, they pay tax because in that Uber app, they have to calculate tax. So then they can remove tax and pay tax. That's pay as you earn. It's called pay as you earn. That's the second tax that they pay. The third tax, you know, the Pakistani shop, the Ethiopian shop, the Indian shop, these are foreigners, so they have a certificate in their shop. They have company registration certificate and they have tax clearance certificate plugged in their shop. Whether it be it's spaza shop or what, they pay company tax. Do you get me? They pay what we call company tax. That is why they have a tax clearance certificate plugged in their walls, in their mini spaza shops. So when you say foreigners don't pay tax, what do you mean? They not only pay tax, they contribute to the GDP of the country because they sell stuff, they sell electronics, they sell this and that, and they sell it at a cheaper price. That is why you are not going to gain to buy whatever they sell there as per electronics, and you try your Indians, you buy TV with them, you buy resources with them. So when you reason like this guy, you are showing us that no man, hey, you are dumb, eh? And I've seen a lot of these comments. Can we end these comments, guys? You are attacking foreigners because they are lower than you, and other people will tell us that why don't they go back to their country because in their country they are not supporting us when we are there. I mean, come on, guys, we the mothers of Africa. Let me tell you something. In Nigeria, there are over 120 South African major companies operating there. In every African country, there are more than 50 South African companies operating there, which means South African major corporations are making money across Africa. And then when I hear you are coming with your lack of understanding, huh? This guy. And I've seen a lot of comments. Can this be the last comment I've ever seen? Can this be the last one?
This issue of foreigners don't pay tax, while some say that foreigners in South Africa do pay tax, it has been causing a lot of problems online. But I guess few days ago, I posted a video where Jacinta Nkobeze addressed the issue. But guys, what do you think? Do you think that this guy is actually making sense, or do you think there is something outside this VAT that foreigners are supposed to be paying? Please kindly drop your candid thoughts at the comment section. Others will be reading and will also learn from it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell in case I post new videos. YouTube will always notify you.